don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes one man miss. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Gators send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Slips through the line. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no...
He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Well, the offense tries to pick up that first by running it on third down. No can do, and that's really been the theme all game long. This defense has just been better at the point of attack, shutting down this run game.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
And the Seminoles will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. A nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass, it's Durham. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Tucker. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave him.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Durham. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Using his legs to buy some time. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down, fourth down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coach.
Can anyone catch him? Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Durham. He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On the move, it's Tucker. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Durham. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice move to keep moving. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Quick pass on the jet motion. Shakes off the defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He makes a grab. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They will score! Touchdown, Florida! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get at the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And here's the return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level.
Brings it down on the right side. And he breaks into the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did so.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Durham. He'll try to do it himself. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Gators want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Smashes through the tackle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking for a man. It's Durham. The throw. He's got the tight end. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to put in that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try to run it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Gators!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time in Jordan.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. On the option, quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Going to the running game. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Going with the ground game left. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this will be for the win. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's through the uprights. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been
Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Seminoles will kick this away and start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Payne. And the freshman quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Longhorns look to keep this drive moving.
Man, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
He's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, this guy last week threw a couple touchdown passes. He comes in with a lot of confidence, and here maybe too much confidence. Throwing this ball into coverage cost his team early in this game with an interception.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
The shotgun running play call. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The short completion of the tight end.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
This is the characteristic about great quarterbacks that stands out to me, their ability to make a play when things aren't perfect. Here, they get to him. They put pressure on him. He's about to go down, but his instincts to be able to find that back, check it down before he hits the ground, gives this offense a chance to be able to pick up positive yards and get the first down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal upcoming. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Number 8 with the carry.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Takes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Great cut there. Still making moves. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Drop way downfield for a huge gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. And the Noles looking to run some tempo here. On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Hit as he released it. Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Go get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense, being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights.
Florida State, 14, Texas.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime.
Texas.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Longhorns.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the extra point was up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum.
Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And he's got it. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. And he drops back in the gun. He breaks free. And the sophomore making an impact play. Second down now after the sack. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. The sack on first down, it's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. They bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the first down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
PAT puts him in front by 7.
That makes the score. Florida State 21, Texas.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break.
Texas.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start with the 25. Running down, just one play left here in the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The lineup here for first down with just 6 seconds left on the first half clock. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on first down. He's looking deep here. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half.
Set to advance on Texas.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds room at the 30. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Running play called on 3rd and short. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The back's got it. He spins out of a tackle. Touchdown, Seminoles. Wills his way to the end zone. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Attack on the PAT. It's a two-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Back to throw. It's Manning. That's a bullet over the middle. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running past the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Florida State, 28, Texas, 14.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up, second and goal. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Third and goal to try to make it on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
That makes the score Florida State 35, Texas 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Texas.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Rifles this football to the left. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kickoff. Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start the 25. First down here for this offense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Spinning out of the tackle. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Tackle is made at the 40.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Here's the throw deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Moving out of the pocket now. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Back to pass. It's Manning. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores. It's 4th down. You've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost them the ballgame.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. And they'll run it with the draw play. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. This one is right through. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a first down. And the Seminoles hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for second and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's a run call on third and goal. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Second down coming up.
Scanning the field. It's Manning. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.